Okay, today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about LECA and how to transfer a plant from soil to LECA without killing it. So let's go. Okay, first of all, if you don't know what LECA is, it's basically these little clay balls, okay? It's a version of semi-hydro medium. A variety of reasons why you might want to use them. Semi-hydro in general is a lot easier care than using soil. You won't get fungus gnats with semi-hydro. It's reusable. You can clean it and reuse it again, which is nice. I have found the cheapest place and best place to buy it is IKEA. I did the math on the grams or whatever one time, and this whole thing was like 10 bucks. So you might be wondering why you would use LECA over something like Pond. And, you know, some people love one or the other. I use them both for different reasons, so this is just opinions. You can use any one you want. Because it's a thicker, chunkier substrate, I use it with plants like these anthuriums with thicker, chunkier roots. I like being able to monitor the roots. So like with Pond, if you've never used Pond's a bunch of little rocks. Once the roots are in there, you can't really see what's going on. So if you're using LECA and then a like clear jar or your plant, you can see everything that's going on with the roots, which also makes it easier to tell when to water if you're not using like a self-watering planter or a reservoir, which I don't always do, and we'll get to that in a second. Okay, here is how to transfer your plant from soil to LECA. So you're going to take your LECA. It's going to be really dusty when you get it. There's a lot of different ways that people clean it off. The way I do it, because I think it's the fastest way and I just am too impatient, is I literally just take a big pot, like I'm going to make some pasta, and I boil it on the stove. And then I drain it like it's pasta. This is a very important part, probably the most important part about transferring plants from soil to LECA, is that unlike Pond, for some reason, Pond is easier about it. If you transfer a plant from soil to LECA and you don't remove all of the soil, it will get root rot. And like, I mean all of the soil. So yeah, getting the soil off of the plant, the old soil off the plant is definitely the most annoying part of this process. If you have a hose, spray the heck out of it. I was using my kitchen sink because I live in an apartment. I also do something, and you don't judge me for this, but because I have an electric toothbrush, I can change the head. So I used an old head of my toothbrush that I literally was about to throw away. Of course, I'm never going to use it again to get the rest of the dirt off. In my opinion, if you have a plant that like sometimes certain roots will just like hold onto the soil and will be hard to get off. If you have a decent amount of roots, like a decent root system, it'd be better to cut that root than it would be to shove it in the LECA with the dirty roots. Next up, you're going to either need a self-watering planter or, and okay, don't come for me in my comments. I'm not saying that you should do this. I also use jars with no drainage holes. I thrifted this. I use stuff like this all the time for semi-hydro. This obviously will have a water reservoir. Semi-hydro plus a self-watering planter is basically like the easiest setup you can have for any plant. But basically they go the same way. So I'm going to go ahead and pot both these plants up in this with the LECA and then show you how to water them. All right, y'all, I am back. I ended up taking a shower because I had to boil some more LECA. But basically, the clarinervium is in the pot with no drainage holes. I typically say water about a third of the way up. This is probably even less than that. But make sure that the roots, these are soil roots, not water roots yet. So you want to make sure that they're touching water, at least for a little bit. But that's how I go with this one. This Doriaki is in the self-watering planter. When I put plants in a self-watering planter, I'm pretty hesitant to use the reservoir at first, just because it can lead to root rot. So I might end up taking a little bit of the water out of that reservoir. And then, of course, I added my sphagnum moss collar at the top, like I do with most of my anthuriums, which also helps to like kind of stabilize them within the pot. Yeah, that's basically it in terms of like how to deal with LECA. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you guys knew this, or if you have any other questions regarding LECA, let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. I really hope that this was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.